Did you guys just watch the NFL draft? Three quarterbacks in the first four picks. I think there's um, five or six in the first two rounds alone. It's going to be a crazy panini football next year. Get your allocation prices in now, man. Lock them in now, man. Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? What'd you do, Tops? You did what? You got who? Well, look, I'm not breaking any news. I'm not telling you anything you shouldn't be able to figure out, kind of collecting the dots. But there's a lot going on in the sports card world. And I want to talk about what I think is going to happen and why you should be paying attention, whether you're a collector, investor, or participating in this hobby at all. And I'm also going to mention why no one else is talking about this and why is probably the most important part. So sit back. Let's start here with Topps' announcement that they have the on-card autographs from Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and Will Levis. First, when I saw that, I thought to myself, well, why'd they pick those three? Are those the first three picks? And they weren't. This was announced, I think, before the draft was announced. So I thought, well, Ken, why those three? It appears that Fanatics has signed some type of agreement, or Topps has signed some agreement. They obviously have an agreement if they're getting these guys to sign these cards. That's right. They get inscriptions, right? They're getting so many cards. They've made some agreement to these gentlemen, signing or whatever, being rookies. Now, I heard Victor, the rookie card specialist, talk about whether this is a rookie card or not because of the licensing or not lack of licensing or whatever. Now, I'm not going to argue that. In fact, the problem I have with this is how this whole situation going on between Fanatics and Panini is going to make things are very murky and even more uncertain and unclear in the hobby. And I think people need to talk about this. My assumption is if these autographs are exclusive to Topps, and we've seen exclusivity in autographs in the past. For example, Ben Simmons did this where his autograph was exclusive with Upper Deck. His image and likeness was available for Panini to make cards of him, but there was no autographs of his product for him in the product. LeBron is an Upper Deck exclusive. So if these guys are Panini or Fanatics exclusives, that means you're not going to have any of their autographs in any of the Panini products moving forward. Now, we will see this when checklists come out, when announcements come. But this is a huge red flag for us. Here's why. This was brought up. What is the price of Panini Prism going to look like next year? Well, right now, you and I probably go, I don't care. I'll figure it out next year. Or, oh man, if this happens, it's going to go down, right? Because people will know that. Not quite so the case. Because here's what's going to happen, guys. Panini right now is selling allocations for next year's products. They're probably selling them out in the future for several years to their major distributors. And remember, the market has changed here. For example, Go GTS does not have access to Topps anymore. So they're going to be all over helping Panini. It's one of their major manufacturers to keep revenue coming for the next few years. While Panini has that license, Go GTS has license to sell Panini products. Okay, so they're probably going to Go GTS as an example. Go, hey, you want to get some of those cases of next year's hot ass Prism? Hell yeah, I'll buy some cases of that. You know this is going to be hot, right? So let's say they buy, I'm going to give up, you making shit up, 100 cases of it now. They agree to 100 allocated cases, maybe even make a prepayment right now. Well, again, next 12 months, if we get more clarity and influencers, and I'll just say this, if the hobby's more honest to the fact that, hey, Prism might not be that good without those autographs, that really chasing these parallels, it's bullshit, guys. Well, then that product's not going to be as valuable. But there's so much invested in these manufacturers and distributors to keep pumping up the hype that they're going to lie to you. In fact, if you don't buy it, they'll force other products on you. You want to get access to the basketball products? Well, then you got to buy some of our Panini football products. Oh, that brings me to Victor Wembanyama. He's already been rumored to be exclusive with Fanatics. So again, I can see Fanatics putting him exclusive with his exclusive autos, similar to what you're seeing right here, on-card inscripted autos in some type of Topps Chrome product next year in the NBA. What am I getting at? Fanatics does not need the licenses from Panini. They could go ahead and print license if they want to. They could put the logos on there and then say the players let them do it. So they have an agreement, whatever they want to do. What is Panini going to do? Sue them? Think about this. Let me just say this again, guys. Let me say this one more time on it. Say it's big screen here. What is Panini going to do? Sue them? By the time the lawsuits even get to court, what the best case that Panini would get after that is a fine might be levied against the Topps for infringement on their license agreement. The best case, in my opinion. So just think about this. What I'm predicting right now, what I suspect is going to happen is we're going to see absolute chaos in the next few years with the license uncertainty. You're going to see Topps, Wild Card, Leaf, everybody making cards, everybody fighting for autographs, everybody telling you their parallels the best, all sorts of unique, gimmicky ways to get you to get in and buy the product. I'm gonna lie to you, I love the Panini basketball. And I could see them doing, right, a Panini NFL, what's it called, Monopoly collaboration, because you don't need autographs, right? It's a great way to get around the lack of autographs. So look for a lot of creativity in the marketing, a lot of chaos in the marketing. And me as a collector, I kind of like this, okay? I also want to say this too. I want to see products end of life. I don't want to see Prism licensing go on to Fanatics so they can make Prism in the future. End it soon. Go down gracefully. Go down like a who's a quarterback one top like Elway won two Super Bowls. Go down like Elway with a championship. Don't dilute it and ruin it. Pivot to something else. Give me a call. I got lots of recommendations, but I'm telling you guys right now, more people need to talk about this. The licensing battles over the autographs. Victor Wembanyama, and I don't know how to pronounce his name, and the three quarterbacks that have signed what appears to be exclusivity. Keep your eyes on. Like, comment, subscribe.